Hey, good morning, it's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving well. So right out of the gate, I want to let you know this message may not be for everyone, but I do pray it's for you. I pray it's for you if you are one like me who, through this entire year, you've learned a lot about the different areas within your life where you need to breathe more light, more love, more compassion, more acceptance. Let me just, radical acceptance. You know, what I've been learning more and more this year is kind of a lot of the lessons I think I've experienced for the first 50 some odd years of my life, but it seems like they got kind of intense this past 11 months, kind of intensified, condensed, and it seemed like all of my spiritual lessons just were right in front of me. And the thing that I've been learning more and more, and this is probably something that you and I can kind of go, wow, you too, huh? You too. Well, what I've been learning is that when I was working deeply on my spiritual path as a younger person, there was a lot of my ego involved where I kind of kept score, like, you know, I was a good person this day. I kept score when I did this right, or I did this right, or I would remove points or take points off the board if in my own eyes I didn't measure up to what I believed I should have done, how I could have been, what would I've been doing better. And there was this scorecard every single day. And I gotta tell you, it was exhausting. And I think this past 11 months, many of us who are more spiritually inclined or moving towards this evolution of this version of ourselves we know deep in our heart is our truth, we go, oh my goodness, I don't want to keep score anymore. I don't want to keep score politically. I don't want to keep score whether or not I'm measuring up to the situations that are going on outside of me. My only score is whether or not I am willing to love more. That's the only score I keep anymore. And you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this game well forever, but I'm really excited about playing this well now. And I'm going to strongly invite you. I'm going to, with all my heart, just look at you this morning and say, hey, what if we just kind of gave ourselves permission to stop keeping score with all of the things out there? Whether we knew how to do this thing right, whether we should have done that better, could we have done this in a different way? Could we have shown up in a way that would make us feel what it is that I think the only thing that we need to do more now? And that is not score, but keep more love. Right? Keep more love. It's not keeping score whether or not you're doing this correctly, because love is correct. Love is good. Love is always. Love is essential. Love is an essence, and it never has varying degrees. It is what it is, what it is. And I'm just going to ask you, as I've been asking myself, if you were to give yourself the opportunity to remove whether or not you were doing all of this better or right or wrong, or just step away from it and said, you know what? All I'm going to do today, I'm going to stand for love. All I'm going to do today is be more like love. And I'm going to begin right here. I am going to talk to myself all day long with love. I'm not going to say, hey, you screwed up there. Wow, you could have done that better. Man, that wasn't very spiritual. like, oh my goodness. Everything is spiritual. All of it. And I think what I'm learning more and more is that to be truly spiritual means that there's no scorekeeping. It's whether or not you are radiating, being, and expanding in your love. And that's how you win. That's how you get a chance to expand and become the version of you that is your truth. This greater, ever evolving, more inspired, more powerful, more peaceful version of you. And that score comes down simply to you. You being love, after love, after love, after love. It just feels like you're taking off those tight shoes. You put them aside and you're walking barefoot in morning grass, covered with dew, and it just has that right temperature, and it goes between your toes, and you're going, I feel like a kid again. Kids don't evaluate as much as the adults tend to. And being chronically adult these days will never allow us to return to the essence and the childlike wonder of what it means just to feel and be and express love. And I do believe that's the lesson I want to come out of this year with. What did you learn through COVID? What did you learn through social unrest? What did you learn through politics? What did you learn through all the different things that we have been facing as a nation, as a world, as a common humanity? I have learned the only time that I have always been right is when I was only love. I didn't need to be right. I just needed to be love. So with that, there we are. Here we are. Let's enjoy being loved today and see if it grows on us, and do it again tomorrow. I love you and I believe in you. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.